2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement. From the coaches to the players, to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now we'll look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. We've got Williamson. LeBron James is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Curry in at the 1.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And it's Giannis missing.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What's the news, David?
We spoke about the defensive end, oddly enough. Now, in past All-Star games, as we know, defense isn't given much thought. But he thinks the players on this team are so competitive, they may take pride in their ability to get stops. That sounds inconceivable, guys, but I guess we'll see.
Thank you, David. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Williamson finds James. To the inside. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter, and I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Now, here's Jokic. It's Young on the wing, covered by Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. Embiid. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Now, here's Durant. Plays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
What a unique combination of height, athleticism, and ball skills. Durant can make some unbelievable finishes because of it.
Doncic with the bucket.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
Incredibly light-footed at 7 feet tall. Embiid can cover a lot of ground defensively.
On defense, the East All-Stars. Antetokounmpo with the ball. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Now James. Outside Curry. Puts up a three. Good on the three-point shot.
Anytime Curry gets a look from deep, he's letting it fly. He's probably knocking it down, too.
Doncic fires from way outside. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Curry passes to Irving. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Embiid trying to break loose. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 8.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Doncic bounce pass. Jokic passes to Doncic. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. Irving with a clean look. Got a piece of it. And here's Jokic. Pass to Young. Here's Antetokounmpo. Guarded by Curry. And Giannis gets it to go.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
This is it to James. Off target from three-point range. Antetokounmpo against Williamson. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
KD dishes to James. Outside Irving. Williamson in the post. Embiid's there.
And using his vertical on the offensive glass, Williamson is adept at reading misses and pouncing on second chance opportunities.
Young finds Jokic. On the wing, Doncic. 8 points for him. And it's Williamson with the rebound. And so here are the West All-Stars. It's a 3-point game. Here's James. The dish to Irving. Outside, KD. 5 on the clock. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Man, Durant is a flat-out ball, showing off his wily strength on these tough finishes. He's a thin guy, but he's a strong guy.
The West All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the night here. Free throw drops for KD.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
And that one's good by Giannis.
Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
Inside, here's Durant. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
The quick look, no good that time. And the West All-Stars with possession, trailing by 2.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
here's Jokic to the middle. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Jokic. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
They double team KD. Irving, good.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
And the East All-Stars call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. If they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Adebayo is checked in for Embiid. Julius Randle comes in for Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Jokic. And Beal subbed in for Luka Doncic.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Harden inside the three-point line. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Davis against Randle. Young inside. Leonard against Lillard. And it's Leonard missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Tatum driving to the basket. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know, I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime.
Now, here is Young. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Davis surveying the floor. He kicks it to Lillard. It's in there. Davis with the assist. And now a three-point West All-Star lead. And so Young will bring it up for the East All-Stars. Loads it up for Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Lillard against Young. Now, here's Adebayo. He's guarded closely. Here's Beal. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Harden with the defensive effort. And so here are the West All-Stars. Three-point lead. Young with the steal. Beal against Tatum. Young outside. Pass to Adebayo. And that one drops for him.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Up top, Tatum. He's covered by Leonard. And there's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. The East making a switch. Booker's checked in.
Substitution. You know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Now Randle following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. And the pass to Leonard. Over Tatum. Not enough on that one as it misses. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Now, here's Lillard. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Here's Beal.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Now here's Tatum. Kicks it out to Harden. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Leonard. Great D that time from Tatum.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
"17 seconds left in the first quarter. Middleton. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
Well, I love the concentration and focus of Middleton. Knock him around, get physical with him, doesn't bother him at all. He stays calm and in control.
And here's Harden for 3, and out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it.
Substitution on the court.
So, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the East All-Stars, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Booker out there with subs. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Middleton in at the 3. Booker outside. Beyond the arc. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got it all tied up now for the East All-Stars.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter. Absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
Harden the pass to Morant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Leonard against Harden. Tries from 10. The shot misses. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Ingram passes to Morant. Harden outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Towns. Over Suggs. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Towns has got his first basket.
Towns so capable of hurting you from the mid-range area. The defense can't afford to back off of him.
Suggs passes to Leonard. Six on the shot clock.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Towns with the steal, and they pick up 2.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
It's stolen by Davis. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Ingram's got the lead up to 6 now for the West All-Stars. Down low, here's Adebayo. And the rejection by Towns. Jokic, he's checked in for the East. Doncic comes in for Kawhi Leonard. LeBron's checked in for the West. And they double up Doncic. Here's Jokic, and that one is good. Jokic has got his second basket.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
LeBron against Jokic. Here's Davis, and the layup's good off the glass.
And two teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
Here's Booker. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Devin Booker. Morant finds James. Now here's Harden. Just 4 to shoot. Morant outside. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Outstanding decision making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Suggs with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Lets the 3 fly. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
So they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
To the paint, and James throws it down.
James throwing it down with that power dunk. You know, the defense can't allow him to get what he wants inside because that's easy pickings for LeBron.
Now, here's Suggs. A nice shot by Booker.
Booker with the bucket.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Morant right side. Harden has a wide open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Passes it to Jokic. Fade away. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
You know, at 6'8", with the ball skills that James has, he handles it like a guard. He can get wherever he wants to off the dribble.
Timeout called, East All-Stars.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And the East with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Suggs. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And Trae Young subbed in for Booker. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Williamson is checked in for Davis. Durant comes in for Brandon Ingram. Irving's checked in for James Harden. And Stephen Curry subbed in for John Morant. Now here's James. He's got 6. Down low. Williamson kicks to LeBron. To the inside. Curry. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Embiid picks to Young. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And it's Doncic missing. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Here's Durant. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
How do you defend him any better than this? I mean, Durant, just an incredible scorer.
Doncic passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Embiid to the right side. From deep, Jokic. The rebound by KD. Jokic has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Durant dishes to James. Feeds to Williamson. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Now here's Young. 10 points for him. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Jokic. Outside Curry. Pass to Williamson. Outside Irving. Lets it go with a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight. To the middle, here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
Yeah, you know, it's like the game is in slow motion for LeBron. He sees the entire floor and sees it so well, knows what's coming, and usually always makes the right pass.
Now, here's Doncic, and Jokic wide open. He shoots in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now Curry. He has 5. Durant with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. The East All-Stars on offense. Doncic feeling it out. Inside. Embiid. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 6th assist on the night.
You know, we see Embiid operate a lot from the perimeter, but he is clearly at his best owning the paint.
And the Beals checked in for Doncic. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Tatum's checked in. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
Beal against Irving. Shoots over Embiid. And that one hits back iron. And here are the East All-Stars now. It's a 5-point game. Back to Antetokounmpo. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Young against Curry. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Jokic passes to Young. Back to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. There's Beal with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got his 1st bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A tight game here in Atlanta. Outside Irving. Down low. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum making a lot of noise with these points now. He's an impact player. Make no doubt about it. Capable of turning a game all alone.
Now, here is Young. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jokic with the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Curry passes to Irving. Kicks it to KD. 1:50 left to play in the first half.
Guard-like quickness of Durant makes him hard to guard, which in turn opens up passing lanes for him, too.
Young against Curry. Just his first attempt. Young, no good. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the West All-Stars. They lead by 4, and it goes down 2 points. Williamson's got 10.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
I know there's some teams out there that would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump, but, getting a few to drop from in close or inside the arc is often a good way to get your whole offense going.
Here's KD. After the made shot from Bradley Beal. Second chance shot. Count that one. He's got 12.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. You love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Young looking it over. There's the pass to Jokic. Shoots over KD. And Durant sends it back.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 10. Young pass to Giannis. It's Beal on the wing. And he's good on the 3-ball. Beal's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And here is Durant. He's got 9. He kicks it to Curry. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for the West All-Stars. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The Western Conference showing off its all-star game chops there in the first half. When the showmanship is ramped up to its highest level, that suits the West just fine. They got a roster that knows how to play the game with flair, and they've been enjoying themselves so far today.
Well, the West are not playing around. They come here to win this thing. They're hitting their shots, they're playing with real enthusiasm. East better step it up, or this gap is only going to grow in the second half.
A little physicality from the East could go a long way. They've got a talent shot, and then those stops will give them a chance to steal the lead.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. LeBron James is out there at Durant. Then it's Zion Williamson. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Irving at the shooting guard position.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And not as many turnovers turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And so here are the West All-Stars. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 10, and that one good.
Around the hoop, Nikola is deadly. Great touch from Jokic there.
Outside Durant. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. From the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Back to Curry. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Curry's got 13.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Lobbed up there for Durant. And Embiid with the block. Here's Young. Chalk up 2 there.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Towns is checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Releases from 15, and he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. 16 points for him.
But being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
Basket counts. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter. And it's the West All-Stars ball. Curry deciding where to go with it. Left side, Towns. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Young drives in. He gets that one. And now just a 4-point West All-Star lead.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
It's Durant on the wing. Here's Towns. An easy 2 points on the wing. Towns has got 6.
One of the many skills that Towns brings every night is his offensive rebound.
Antetokounmpo finds Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And here are the East All-Stars now. Doncic dishes to Young. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Randall's checked in for Joel Embiid. Leonard comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Middleton subbed in for Nikola Jokic. That free throw good from Young.
Averaging about 30 points and 9 assists per game during his second season. Trae Young was named an All-Star in 2020, solidifying himself as a franchise player.
Nobody near Lillard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Outside, Davis. Good on the shot. He's got 6.
Boy, AD showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
Young pass to Randall. Leonard with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Leonard against Harden. Shot clock at 6. Left side, Leonard. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Leonard's got 5 points so far. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
Lillard finds James. Back to Lillard. Over Doncic. Lillard misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Young's shot is off. And it's Harden with the ball for the West All-Stars. They've led by as many as 11 points. There's the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
One of the game's best drivers without question. James Harden loves to shift gears, change of pace, slow, fast, intermediate speed, and then use that body of his to shield the ball. Nightmare defender.
Here's Leonard. James Harden picking up that last basket. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Leonard. Davis against Leonard. Teardrop shot. Rebound by the East All-Stars. He feeds it to Randall. And Davis sends it back.
Davis's anticipation and timing, so good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot blocking machine.
To the paint. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
First one falls for.
You know, it's easy to see why Leonard is so dominant as a defender. If you've ever seen the man's hands, the claw nickname is not an exaggeration.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Beal's checked in for Young, and it's Booker in for Luka Doncic. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
LeBron James on the wing. Defended by Middleton. 2 points. That one goes. James has got 8 points.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Leonard against Davis. Fires from 14, and Davis sends it back.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of foul.
Harden's shot is good.
You know, the foundation of Harden's offensive arsenal is his three-point shot. So I think you have to respect that and try to take it away, because otherwise you get the whole floor opened up for him, and that's a real problem.
Beal from long range, nailed from three-point land. He's got 11.
And an eye 4 and 9. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Randall. And West also making a switch. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for James. Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And the shot goes in. Wow, just a 2-point West All-Star lead.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Timeout called East All-Stars.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Outside Leonard. And the West All-Stars have possession. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Tatum. And now a 7-point West All-Star lead. Outside Leonard. Oh, Leonard in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that's the connection Leonard has with his guys. Knows when to go for that alley-oop.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
And we know the All-Star game is mostly about entertaining. But trust me, these players still want to win. And what we're seeing is that competitive drive really starting to kick in.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Now, here's Adebayo. Here's Booker. Lillard with the rebound. It's Harden with the drive. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor. I think you're right. You know, the complexion of the game usually does change at some point. Things get a little more serious. And, you know, especially in the second half, where guys start to play with a little bit more intensity.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And that's what's starting to happen now. These guys are such great competitors. And even on a night as fun as this one, you just can't take that will to win away from any of them.
Giannis, he's checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also in the sub. Ingram, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Williamson kicks to Ingram. From deep, Harden. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Outside, Beal. Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by the West. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle, here's Williamson. Up and no good. Brings his field goal percentage down to 70% in 10 shots. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Adebayo. For 3, Booker buries it from 3-point range. Booker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And with Booker's mechanics and confidence, you're always going to assume he's going to make that.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Hey guys, one of the emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Embiid, he's checked in for the East. Jokic comes in for Leonard.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Giannis outside. Embiid trying to break loose. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Free throw good. Giannis.
You gotta love the heart that Giannis has. I mean, it's just on full display how he loves his team, he loves his community, he loves playing the game, and he really always makes an extra effort to help and support other people. He's an impressive young man.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for the West. That one misses.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but if there's tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And you have to admire how hard Zion plays. It makes defenders nervous and forces them to overcommit.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Williamson.
And probably since LeBron entered the league, no player has had more fanfare than Zion Williamson. And Zion was unreal as a rookie, scoring 22 points in just 27 minutes per game.
And so he hits both. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Booker the pass to Beal. Booker outside. Jokic high post. Pass to Beal. Clock at 6. The three. And it's KD with the rebound. KD's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Loads it up for Giannis. Up high to stop the alley.
Giannis continues to expand his offensive arsenal, and with that, his confidence and ability can actually take over more.
Durant just inside the line. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. It's the West All-Stars leading by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
They've got Nikola Jokic. Booker out there with Bradley Beal. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Embiid in its center. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Booker finds Jokic. Giannis outside to take the lead. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. trailing by 2. Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Terrific energy so far from Williamson on offense. You can tell he wants to make an impact on that end.
Bounce pass on to Kumbo. Embiid dishes to Booker. The West All-Stars pull it in. Curry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Williamson kicks to Curry. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense in anticipation there to stop it. The pass to Jokic. Jokic tries the double. Back to Antetokounmpo. Booker with no one around. Buries the long-range jumper.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Tatum drives in and slam dunk by Tatum.
Man, I love how strong Tatum goes to the rack. When you give him room to get up, he's banging that thing.
Here's Booker. Pass to Jokic. Here's Embiid. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Boy, the passing ability of Jokic is really something. I mean, he's proven to be quite the capable playmaker.
Outside, KD. Back to Curry. Irving surveying the floor. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to a single point after the basket from Tatum.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Now here's Beal. Kicks it to Booker. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 4 assists now tonight.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Durant, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Booker the pass to Beal. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beal's got the lead up to 5 now for the East All-Stars. Outside, KD. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Embiid. Curry against Antetokounmpo. Booker inside. And it's sent back by KD. Lets it go from deep. Durant with another miss.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
The shot's good. Giannis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's KD. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
They just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that, but has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Curry. Shoots over Beal. The shot by Curry, no good. Now here's Giannis. Booker outside. Outside, Beal. Passes to Jokic. From deep. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Timeout called. East All-Stars.
It's T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise.
Sandy East with some changes. Trae Young, he's checked in for Beal. And Doncic is subbed in for Devin Booker. LeBron's checked in for the West. Giannis dishes to Doncic. Pass to Jokic. Unloads from 13. He can't get that one. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. James outside. Curry kicks to LeBron. Irving from long range. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 8th assist here tonight.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Here's Young from the arc. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the West All-Stars. 4-point game. James, the pass to Curry. Driving inside. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
Young inside. James covering. Young through it. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The pass to Antetokounmpo over Irving. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And so here are the West All-Stars. They trail by 6. Durant, that's good.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
Doncic against Curry. Count the basket.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand. You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Agile move by Young with the defender right in his face, slipping past the contact and getting it to go.
Here's KD following the basket by Trae Young. KD on the wing, covered by Giannis. Durant drawing the double team. Deep 2 from Williamson. Jokic with it. He's looking for Giannis and finds it. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And, you know, that vision from the 6'10" center, very impressive. Jokic is a wizard as a passer.
To the inside. James. The shot, no good. Good defense by Jokic. Young dishes to Doncic. Back to Young. Embiid is at the elbow. Over Durant. Embiid, no good. Pass to Williamson. From deep, James. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
You can't give LeBron space from deep. I mean, you're asking for him to rain in threes if you do.
Down low and stolen by James. Williamson outside. Up top, Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And how about mixing it up inside there? Steph still a threat. That nimbleness he has helps him to get that shot off.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
In draft night 2009, Stephen Curry falls to Golden State at the 7th spot. Since that moment, the Warriors franchise and the league have never been the same.
Leonard, he's checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Harden's checked in. And he's good on the second. Here's Doncic. And the East All-Stars call time here. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Embiid. Over Williamson. Embiid kicks to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits the three-point bomb.
You know, a feed like this shows you how well-rounded Joel Embiid's game is becoming and what a good teammate he is. He's not just looking for his own.
Durant trying to break free. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now, Doncic. Pass to Embiid.
2 minutes.
Over Williamson. And the shot goes in from Embiid.
Well, Embiid does most of his work inside, but he's been comfortable in the mid-range, too.
With it, and Young picks him up defensively. Fires from deep. And it's the East with the rebound. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Doncic. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Young against Harden. Here he goes. Doesn't go that time. Giannis with some nice D. And here is Doncic. A minute 20 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Embiid. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Oh, good with the triple. Curry against Doncic. Curry passes to Durant. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Up top, Doncic. Covered by Williamson. 6 to shoot. Young against Durant. That one a 10-off line to the right, but drops in for him.
And from this range, Young is automatic. Let him shoot, and he'll knock those down.
Here's Harden. Makes it off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And there's the pass to Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Doncic has got the lead up to 12 now for the East All-Stars. Here's Harden. And he drops it in from the low post.
Circus shots, creative shots, they're a specialty for Harden. There's a reason why he's won a few scoring titles. He knows how to get it in the basket.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time